If your small home feels visually chaotic, here's how we gave it a coastal chic vibe. This is our interior design project for our subscriber, Bettina. Her space looks cluttered and messy, making it hard to achieve her desired style. So, we're here to change that. We'll be giving her home a fresh upgrade with a coastal chic transformation. Also, if you need urgent design, visit our website at www.designburst24.com. Bettina's lounge area, located in the lower part, south, was supposed to be cozy and relaxing, but instead, it felt more like a storage space with plastic chairs, racks of clothes, and stacked boxes blocking movement. There were 2 chairs near the window, while the center was dominated by an ironing board, making the space feel even tighter. Hanging clothes and open shelves took over, turning it into a makeshift storage area rather than a functional lounge. So, what's the plan? The goal is to redefine the layout, improve zoning, and transform this space into a practical and stylish lounge for daily use. The previous walls were unfinished with exposed concrete and uneven paint, making the space feel rough and unpolished. The walls have been painted with Benjamin Moore ice marble to give the entire space a cooler, more refreshing vibe. The flooring was plain concrete with visible stains and wear. That's why, to make it feel even brighter, we put a light laminate flooring while the ceiling had exposed metal roofing and hanging electrical wires, giving it a temporary industrial look. Painting it white, so light reflects better and the whole room instantly looks more open. First up, the seating. The old lounge chair is gone, and in its place is a banquette seating with a hazy blue linen cushion. Why? Because it fits snugly against the wall, giving you a comfortable place to sit without taking up unnecessary floor space. And here's the best part: storage. Beneath it is a deep storage drawer underneath, making it easier to tuck away things you don't use daily. It's built with oak wood and a blue-painted finish, tying into that coastal-inspired aesthetic Bettina wanted. So, now you get seating and storage without cluttering the space. And of course, pillows make everything cozier. A mix of textures and different shades of blue instantly softens the look, making it feel inviting instead of just another storage bench. In front of it, you have a rectangular oak wood coffee table with black metal details. It's not just for decor, the space underneath allows you to store baskets, or even a small tray for easy access. And even if someone is sitting on the banquette, there's still enough room to walk past comfortably without bumping into anything. But here's the real challenge: storage. The previous setup had no real organization, which is why everything felt like it was just placed wherever it fit. So, a storage system was added. On one side, a cabinet with a glass door and a blue wood frame keeps items neatly displayed without making the space feel too closed off. And above the window, open shelves were installed. Why? Because the original space had no proper storage zones. So this allows everything to flow better while maximizing every inch of wall space. Next to it, you now have a mix of closed and open cabinets. The lower section is designed for camera storage, while the middle section holds vinyl records, books, and decor. And on top, a combination of closed cabinets and open shelving that keeps the room visually balanced while adding a decor. To balance the seating area, a gray ottoman was added. It's compact, so it doesn't take up much space, but you can easily move it whenever extra seating is needed. And underfoot, a soft rug was placed to bring warmth to the space, making it feel more inviting instead of just another utility room. Near the door, vinyl records and a steel clock were added simple details. Also, we put this woven wood blinds. They bring in that coastal-inspired character Bettina wanted. But what about the lighting? This is where most homeowners struggle choosing lighting fixtures that actually work for the space. Before, the lighting wasn't layered properly, making the room feel even more cluttered. So, multiple lighting sources were added. Accent lighting inside the open shelving and glass door cabinets now highlights the decor, especially at night, making the room feel more polished and intentional. A rattan pendant light was installed as the main feature, keeping that cozy, natural vibe. And to ensure balanced lighting, pin lights were placed across the ceiling, so no dark corners, no harsh shadows, just the right amount of warmth. And that's the new lounge area. More seating, more storage, better organization, and proper lighting, all without making it feel crowded. What do you think of Bettina's lounge? If you love this transformation, hit subscribe and let us know in the comments what you think. This area, being near the front door, had the potential to feel cramped if it wasn't carefully planned. But instead of overwhelming it with storage, we chose to minimize the number of cabinets, making sure the space still felt open and breathable. So, how did we solve this? First, we added a TV to create a clear focal point, but we didn't stop there. We installed small floating shelves to keep remotes and wires neatly out of sight, ensuring that everything stays organized and functional. Then, we incorporated hanging cabinets for the stuffed toys, so they're hidden away, creating a tidy and clean look. But we didn't want the space to feel too plain, so we added a wavy accent wall behind the TV to give it some texture and personality. So, instead of a plain, cluttered space, we now have a balanced, cohesive layout where everything feels in its place. And the best part? With the floating shelves and hanging cabinets, there's plenty of storage without the space feeling too full, leaving you with a comfortable, stylish area that's perfect for everyday use. It's functional, clean, and has the perfect touch of style. Let's talk about this storage area. Before, it was overcrowded with hanging clothes, plastic bins, and stacked furniture, making it feel tight and unorganized. You can imagine how the makeshift racks, exposed wires, and scattered items created a chaotic look, making it hard to move around or find things. There was no real structure, so everything just ended up piled on top of each other. But that's the problem. So what's the solution? Instead of leaving it like this, we installed a sleek, floor-to-ceiling cabinet, creating a designated space for everything. The best part? The window remains unobstructed, allowing natural light to flow through and making the area feel brighter and more open. Next to it, open shelves were added specifically for their console system. So instead of a random cluttered corner, there's now a dedicated space for entertainment. Since storage was the priority, we also maximized the remaining space by installing another cabinet for extra bedding. To avoid the space feeling cramped, we used mirrored cabinet doors, which help give the illusion of a larger, more open area. Looking at this spot near the bathroom, it was originally just an empty, underutilized space. But instead of letting that space go to waste, floating shelves were added, creating a spot for books, decorative baskets, and plants, bringing in that coastal chic vibe. And since Bettina wanted even more storage, we tackled her previous storage behind the TV wall unit. This area was filled with mismatched storage units, stacked electronics, and loose wires, which made the space feel cluttered and chaotic. The open shelves stuffed with random items, paired with unfinished ceilings and exposed wooden framing, only added to the unpolished, makeshift feel of the room. So, to clean this up, we reduced the number of open shelves and replaced them with floor-to-ceiling cabinets. Near the door, we installed closed cabinets that extend up to the ceiling, ensuring that every collection and essential item has a dedicated place. This was intentional because looking at their previous setup, it was clear that enclosed storage was a must, and as a bonus, it made the entire space feel sleek, cohesive, and well-designed. No more clutter, just organized, beautiful storage. Let's take a look at Bettina's workout area, which was once cramped and cluttered. Old couches, exercise equipment, and stacked items filled the space, leaving little room for you to move. It felt disorganized and wasn't exactly motivating, making it hard to get in a good workout. But instead of keeping it that way, we came up with a solution to free up the space and create a functional workout environment. We started by placing the elliptical gym bike near the window. This not only saves space, but also lets you enjoy natural light while you work out. Then, we made room for the treadmill, gym bench, and a flat bench. With everything now organized, there's a lot more space to move freely. Nothing feels cramped. We made sure to add a rack with dumbbells and a wall mount for other equipment to keep the floor clear, creating a neat and tidy environment. But we didn't stop there. Since the area felt a little plain, we added wainscoting, adding texture to the wall, and the woven wooden blinds were chosen to add a calming vibe to the room, so you can stay focused during your workout. It's not just a functional space anymore, It's a space where you'll want to be. And with all the adjustments made, you now have a designated, organized workout area that feels spacious, motivating, and perfect for your fitness routine. So instead of walking into a cluttered, disorganized mess, you're greeted by a clean, stylish space that helps you stay focused and energized. Also, if you need urgent design, visit our website at www.designburst24.com. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another design tips.